What's going on YouTube? Justin Southcheck from Bang 'em Out Fitness. About to go through with y'all one of my typical leg days. But before we get into that, I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit brief on how things are going. So right now, we're officially 21 days out from competition. Competition isn't till September 26th. So that being said, I am 165.6 currently. Alright, so for today's workout, for today's video, you're going to see me do a lot of squats or different variations of it, going from plyometrics and to sumos and just your basic squat. So right here you see me doing squats with a pause rep. I like doing a pause rep, maybe 3 to 5 seconds. Right now I'm doing it with about 315 on my back. Now, when I do squats, you'll see I do a lot of things that are very unconventional and things I really don't recommend unless you really experience. For example, the first thing is I don't stay within the squat rack. For a lot of beginners who do squats, I recommend that you stay in there until you get comfortable and improve on doing your squats. So right here, warming up still kinda with 365. With the weight I'm at right now, currently 165.6, it's real hard getting up the weight that I'm still doing, but a lot of it deals with technique and form. First off, when people do squats, I try and tell them to tuck their elbows in, which helps immensely. Other great tips that I can recommend or say are very helpful or beneficial that help me with my squat are breathing. Breathing right is what matters the most. As you can see here, I'm getting in a lot of air and then I blow it out once I hit the top. I try and get a good 3-second breathing in and then blow it out as I hit the top. Another thing, keep your chest up. Don't round out. Rounding out, it always has people pushing forward, which can cause them to get off balance or just have shitty technique. And lastly, keep it in your heels. When you drive, everything goes from the heels. Alright, so after going for 435 for one clean rep, I dropped it back down to 225 and then began doing some jump squats. Like I said in the beginning, I do a lot of unconventional methods of squatting. So for this, for example, I don't recommend doing it unless you're quite experienced or just don't care. But obviously safety first in the gym. Now, right here I try and get a good 10 to 15 reps on these, just working from the bottom and exploding, which helps my squats a lot. After I finished that, we moved on next to some sumo deadlifts. For me, I feel that sumo deadlifts activate my quads more rather than my glutes or my lower back. I perform legs twice out of the week. I do it Tuesday and Friday, which gives me a good time to heal. So a lot of people might be asking, Justin, why do you do deadlifts on a leg day? Well, for me, I prefer doing some pulls on a leg day just because it helps create less tension or relieves the tension on my back, and then also because it helps with my lifts greatly. So on a back day, you'll typically see me do a conventional type lifting where I'm using my lower back, my glutes, and my hamstrings. But before, I said previously, when I do sumo deadlifts, I feel that these help activate my quads even more. Right here you see me doing maybe a 5x5, where obviously I started at 315 and worked my way up to around 465 or 455, I believe. For me, I prefer doing conventional deadlifts rather than sumo deadlifts. For one, that's the way I was taught. Two, I can lift a lot heavier doing conventional rather than a sumo deadlift. Why? Because I'm just getting started on sumo deadlifts, learning the basics that can help me greatly. When I do conventional, I typically can get up to well over 545, but right now we're not going in for lifting heavy, we're going in for trying to get first in this competition. Okay, so for my last workout that I did, you see me doing box jumps with maybe 12 to 15 pounds on my back. I do this just for a plyometric type workout. It helps get the sweat going and it helps kill my legs at the end. This about wraps up our video. If you like the music that you're listening to, follow my man T-Man on Instagram and YouTube. Don't forget though, stay hungry, keep pushing, and most importantly, bang them out.